And there we go. Apparently we're broadcasting. Okay, right, we are live. Well, welcome to session 4 of the Ivory Trail. So, last session, the group went to Tucson and ended up on the... I started recapping this without remembering what the hell was going on. You ended up at the farm of Mrs. Thompson, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There we go.
Eventually.
And yeah, via
we started off at the
various
American
places.
flag station.
Yeah, and you ended up rescuing Mrs. Thompson from a group of Black Ribbon Gang members, and she told you that her husband had said if Cole got in touch to tell him that he would meet him in Yuma. At which point you guys decided that you were going to head north out of Tucson, take the trail up to we're going to call it Picacho, are we?
We're going to call it Picacho.
It looks that way.
I've got a mate who lives in Phoenix. I really should have in the last 2 weeks dropped him a note and gone, how do you pronounce that?
Picacho.
Yeah. So anyway, you're gonna head up, ride north out of town, follow the railway tracks where you can, and ride up that way. And then you were going to pick up. So today is Wednesday the 13th of September, and you were hoping to pick up the train back to Yuma when it leaves. I don't want to call it Picacho, but hey, about 20 to 10 the next morning.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys ride out of town. So the road, as you said, the road starts off alongside the railway track, and then when it gets up into the hills and around by the tunnels, about half a day out when you're outside of I think is it Rilito. The person on my feed who commented the other day that he was enjoying the British pronunciations is probably going to love either of those and more.
So you've got an American watching?
I believe so, yeah. And
Hi, America.
At that point, you guys end up taking the old stagecoach road, which follows the Santa Cruz River north. So kind of mid-afternoon, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, as you guys are riding alongside the road, you've got the mountains to your right, and looking down you can see a point where there's a ford in the river, and there is a wagon stuck in the stream, lodged. It looks like there's a guy sitting on the wagon, but he doesn't look particularly animated at the moment, which is odd. So the horses are kind of obviously in trouble and aren't able to pull it out, but he just the driver just seems to be sat on the wagon, not really doing very much.
Okay. How far away is he? Is he in shouting range?
Yeah, he will. Well, the point where you see him, he probably isn't, because you guys are riding up the river.
As soon as he gets in range, I give him a shout.
Yeah, so as the river's 15, maybe 20 foot below you, there's not a very steep bank, and you can see where there's kind of a track that comes down and it fords the river and then comes back up this side of it, and there's some hills and scrub the other side of the the other side of the river as well. So yeah, I mean, if you get within shouting distance, what are you going to shout?
Howdy.
Howdy.
You need some help down there?
Yeah, you shout, and the driver he makes a bit of a move, but he doesn't yell back. He make me a perception roll.
Oh, here we go. A fine perception there. Oh, that's good.
Just
About 3.
dock of all of us.
3.
If you're all riding together, you can all make the roll.
3
3 is the magic number.
with 4 dice.
Hey.
Well, I'll stick it in
How many
normal.
dice are we rolling?
How many you got for perception?
Oh, that's true.
Double it because it's a secondary trait. Oh, it's going well. Go, Simon. Get us that full house. Come on. Simon stopped.
As Simon stopped. He's not blinking.
Simon's stopped.
He must have rolled nothing.
He's looking a bit perplexed in his picture.
He is.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ollie.
Yeah.
I only got 3 too.
You got 3 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
All three of us.
all 3 of you got 3.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll pretend that Frederick
Simon
got 3
3
as
in
well.
all.
Okay, so on 3 successes, the guy's moving, but he looks a little bit feeble. He doesn't look as if he's moving well.
How many horses are pulling his wagon?
It's a 2-horse wagon.
And how big's the wagon?
The wagon is it looks. I mean, it's not like they've lost a horse.
Is it a buckboard? That's it. Yeah,
Sorry?
the wagon with the stick. Is it a buckboard wagon? 4 wheels, open back, seat.
Not quite open board. It's got a couple of like low sides on the back.
Yeah, that's a buckboard, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's a buckboard wagon, 2 horses.
I thought we might have dropped.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it empty?
You look like you could do with a hand.
He's not making a whole lot of. He's not making a whole lot of movement.
Okay.
Can
I'm
we
gonna-
see in the wagon? No, can we see in the wagon? Is it empty?
Yeah.
You got 3 on your perception check. Yeah, yeah. No, in the back of the wagon is a. It looks like there might be another person lying in the back of the wagon.
I'm wondering if there's somebody holding the gun to him, you see.
Or
Are there any large rocks
He killed
in the
someone,
surrounding
I think.
area?
There's some rocks. Yeah, there are. There are rocks. I reckon Simon's dropped off because he's just disappeared from Roll20 as well. There are sort of boulder type things. Yeah, kind of both sides of the river. There are a few.
okay. I was gonna initially just head down, try and grab the horses and gee them along because I've got a fairly good handling skill with horses.
He didn't reply.
However, Doc's concerned. At which point I'm going to drop down. I'm going to pull out, which is her new name now, Old Betty, which is my sharps rifle.
All right. Okay.
And I'm going to spend some time zeroing in.
You got a sight
Be
on that?
close. Come on. I don't think there were sights in
There were.
late 20s, early 30s, were there?
Yeah.
War sights, yeah.
No, they had telescopic sights. Because you had binoculars, so you could make them. They had very long tube ones.
Yeah.
Okay, well, bearing in mind it's a military-grade sniper rifle, I'm guessing I've got a sight on it.
Yeah.
So I try and get a better view of what's going on a bit down below.
Okay. So, guy doesn't look the driver. Okay, so the driver doesn't look particularly well. He's got a slightly kind of. He's just his colour's not right. He's looking pale and quite sickly. His eyes are going from being open to being closed. Your guess is he's really not well at the moment. The guy in the back appears to be. He certainly hasn't got a gun on him. He just appears to be lying asleep or unconscious in the back of the wagon.
Right, I'll check with the guys, and if you want to wait here, I'll go down.
Yeah, what I'd like to look for on the guy who's in the wagon, not in the back, but leading the wagon.
Yeah.
Say he's not looking well. I'm looking for if I can see any pooling of blood around his feet or around the stick or anything like.
Or dark patches on his uniform when the blood's dried.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
he's not looking ill. He's not looking injured. He doesn't look like he's been shot.
So he might have malaria or some sort of whatever.
Yeah.
However, Doc, I would relay that information to the doc before we set off. So I'd advise him maybe put that gay mask that I've seen him wear a few times on first.
Gay mask.
Yeah, you know, the one that makes you look like a dentist.
Oh, no, right, yeah.
But I still want to cover him from one of the rocks, just in case.
Okay, all right. So Emil's going over to one of the boulders and getting tucked in behind one of the boulders. Did you say, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me half a second.
Sure. Can't be too sure.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. So Doc, Emil gets in behind that. Doc's just gonna walk down to the.
No, I'm going to shout at him. Do you need some help? Need some medical help?
You're not really getting. You're not getting a lot of response from him.
But I'm making my intentions clear that I'm coming down. Yeah.
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 It's not I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
What's Doc doing?
And then you're heading down the slope towards him.
Yeah.
Okay. Just out of interest, what's Ben doing?
Did you say you were leaving your horse at the top, Charlie?
Yep.
Ben would just be keeping an eye on what the doc's doing, but just trying to keep his horse with him. He's probably got the reins sword over the horse, just keeping him calm as well.
Okay. As Simon's not about, I would say Frederick's probably he's restarting his router.
Yeah.
As Frederick's not about, I'm gonna say he's probably likewise prepping his guns and just making sure that if anything
He's our animal handler.
off,
We'd
he's
probably
there.
follow Doc.
He's not an animal handler. Emil's an
No, he
animal.
is.
Ben is. Frederick isn't. He's a gunfighter.
So are we going to
Yeah,
put
but I thought he had good animal handling and horse riding skills.
I don't know.
He might have
what's
good
the- are
horse
we leaving
riding,
it?
but I've got the animal affinity.
Are we leaving him behind, or is he going to come halfway down to a different rock, or is he going to come all the way down with me?
Well, I think someone should go with Doc.
Okay, we'll send him down then. Send him down.
If Frederick's going to stay up here, then Benjamin
Okay.
should go down.
If Frederick pulls a gun, would he go down on his horse? Would he go down not on his horse?
I think he walked down as well.
He shotguns, doesn't he?
Shotguns.
So-
Well, no. I mean, Frederick.
Wait, hang on.
is-
Who are we talking about?
Frederick.
The man.
Frederick shotguns, and he would have tried to get his horse familiar to that noise. So he'd probably go round with his shotgun ready, wouldn't he?
Trying to work out whether or not he'd go for the shot. Well, he's got a scatter gun
Yeah.
or his
Which is
peacemaker.
close range.
Yeah. So I think
So
he'd go
if he's-
down with his peacemaker.
Yeah. I think he would.
His bounty hunter
it's going to be close range, and he's a good shot. So,
Well, how far are we? How far is Frederick from the wagon? Oh, once he does the slope.
Well, once you get down, it depends on how you want to approach the wagon. You can, like I say, the bank. There's a roadway that comes up and joins or a track that comes up and joins the road that you're on.
Mm-hmm.
But the bank itself isn't too steep, so you could go down by that, or if you wanted to, you could go straight down the bank and walk along the river to them. It's however you want to approach it. It's a fairly open approach. There's rocks about if you do it that way.
But if they went up the river, the rider of the wagon would be out of their view, wouldn't they? So you're effectively approaching the back of the wagon?
No, the wagon's crossing the river. So you'd be approaching the side of the river. Yeah, you get a profile view of it.
Okay. Well, with cover as well, that's probably the best way to approach, to be honest.
I'll take your advice, and we'll go down the bank and then along the river,
Okay.
along the side of the river. Yeah.
So are we going Peacemaker or are we going Scattergun? You've got to be really close with a Scattergun.
Peacemaker.
Yeah, probably Peacemaker.
I've got my medical bag out.
Okay.
I've got my Peacemaker tucked behind it in the other hand.
Yeah. And they got old Bessie covering them anyway, so...
Yeah. Okay. So you guys, you two walk down as Emil keeps an eye on the two guys in the in the wagon.
Not just that, though. I randomly look around and check my surroundings before looking back through the scope again.
Okay.
Don't want to get tunnel vision. Don't want to get tunnel vision.
No. Okay.
And they're still looking around as well.
Make me a perception check.
Oh. Same again, isn't it? That was 4.
Yeah.
3 again.
It's a magic number.
Okay. Ollie, what you got?
Like all perception checking, or?
Yeah, you can.
3.
Here we go. 2. I'm improving.
Damn it, Charlie.
Well, I'm behind the rocks in the riverbed now. I can't see it.
I'm going to jump on Facebook quickly because I know you sent Simon's sheet last time.
Oh, I've got Simon's sheet here. Don't worry. Oh, he's what are we after? Perception.
Perception.
His perception is 5.
It's quite
2.
Okay.
3-3-2-2.
Right. No,
Makes
you don't. You don't catch sight of anything. You don't see anything. The guys in the wagon, as Emil's training a gun on them, is he's moving listlessly. It looks as though he's maybe trying to kind of get up and rouse himself, but he's just kind of lying back and barely capable of movement. So as you guys approach the wagon, you can get right up to it.
I think he'll stand back a little bit and I'll approach the wagon.
Yeah, Frederick would leave a little bit of a gap.
So Frederick stands back a bit, leaves a bit of a gap. Doc gets up there. As you approach him, make me a medicine roll.
You sure?
It's a zombie!
I'm fairly sure.
7, how's that?
Okay.
Fucking hell.
Right. So from where you are, you can't see the guy in the back of the wagon at the moment, but you can see the driver. He is not a well man. He's got beads of perspiration standing out on his brow. His eyes are flickering, half open, half closed. He's sort of trying to, as you get close to him, he's kind of trying to open his eyes and look at you and speak. As his mouth parts, you can tell his tongue's slightly swollen inside his mouth. He's not looking well. He's barely conscious.
There's a horse I shooting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, does it look like are there any water canteens on the wagon?
Yep.
I'll pick it up, shake it, see if there's any water in it.
Yeah, it's got some water in it.
Okay, so not short of water.
Nope.
So it's something more serious.
They're also sitting in the middle of the river.
Yeah. I know. That's what I'm saying. Probably not that.
Yeah. No, he doesn't look.
Peanut allergy, is it?
He doesn't just look dehydrated. I think
was from around there.
I think you'd have to get closer to him.
Yeah. So I'll get a bit
before
closer.
you can check for a peanut allergy.
I reckon he's got diabetes, you know.
No. So I'll hop up and I'll put my bag down away from the river, away from the bits, yeah?
Yeah.
And hop up and have a closer look at him.
Okay.
Away.
Let me just check something on Simon's stats.
Oh, I just thought of something. No.
What's he gone?
FTB. Be careful, Doc.
Okay, Rider 7. Right. I'm going to say, as Frederick's looking around, what he realises is where he's gone through the ford, he hasn't gone through quite right. And 2 of the wheels have got stuck. You could probably get this out, but it's going to take a bit of pushing. It's just the fact that the wheels have started to sink into the silt at the bottom, and have slid off the rocks that most people go over.
A rotation of the horses and take them a different route.
Yeah. So Doc clambers up and has a proper look at him. The guy is not well. The guy is really, really not well. Actually, you got 7. I'll carry over that roll. The guy in the back looks fairly similar, but he's actually unconscious. The guy in the front is barely conscious or fluttering. He's mumbling slightly under his breath. You vaguely catch... you double check whether or not I get this right. I want to make sure I get this the right way around. Yeah, you vaguely catch the word Jude as he mumbles it.
Hey, Jude.
Yeah. So you kind of get the feeling looking at him. I knew there's some research I wanted to do. It looks like it could be illness, or it could be a case that he's got some kind of poisoning.
Could be. But he doesn't look injured or damaged in any other way.
No.
So there's no point in me doing any healing on him because
well, you could try, but it's going to take some time, and you probably want to be out of the river before you do it.
Yep. So I'll take the reins off him and call the others down to drag the wagon out of the thing. If we put our horses on the front and pull as well a bit, or they get behind it and push, we might get it out.
Yeah.
So I shout at the others and wave to come down and get us a push with the wagon.
Yeah. So the only thing in the back of the wagon is the other guy who's breathing quite shallowly. Yeah.
So I'll get them to push him up with it.
Since he's unwell and the doctor called us back up, just in case it is some sort of illness or whatever, I'm going to get my bandana, wrap it across my nose and my mouth before I go down.
Okay.
Just because, obviously, from what I've heard, but obviously Emil wouldn't know that if it could be that the guy in the back is actually son or child of the guy driving, and that he's got ill, trying to take him to some sort of doctor to recover, and actually he's picked up the illness as well.
You're in the both kind of mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, bandana across my nose and mouth.
Yep.
And if the doc calls me down, I've got no reason to doubt the doc. Going to ride down with Benjamin. And going to
the horses, tie them on the back of the wagon, and they give the wagon a push.
I've got fairly good animal handling as well, or riding. I'll try and convince the horses to detour, and we'll try and get it out of the ford.
Yeah, I'll chuck my bag in the back of the wagon and hop back up, ready to drive it. Because I don't want to push it because it might set the TB off. Too much exertion.
The best person to drive it The best person
Yeah.
from point of view of driving is probably going to be Emil. Hey, Simon back.
Hopefully. Yes.
Hey!
Yay!
Do we need a driver? We need somebody to keep rein the horses in once it's out, so they don't run off or something
Yeah.
silly. But
No, that's true.
do we just need to get the wagon moving and jump up and stop it?
Well, I'd
I
rather
suppose.
if we're gonna get moving, let's just get the two guys in the back. And let's just get going.
You're going to have to shift the wheels that are stuck.
Yes.
Yep.
So, there's two guys in the wagon. The driver is barely conscious. The passenger is unconscious. They've either got some kind of illness or possibly they've been poisoned. And you guys have all gone down. You and the doc went down to go and check on them. Doc reckons, okay, the wagon's stuck, or you reckon the wagon's stuck. Doc reckons, okay, look, we need to get these guys up and out and try and work out what's going on. So, person with the best drive skill is Emil. But yeah, no, that's a good point, actually. You don't necessarily have to be on it. That'll just give you a bonus to trying to get the wheels moving and out of the mud.
Well, if the doc deals with the two on the back and we get Frederick and Benjamin, maybe one manipulating the wheels, one trying to encourage the horses, and then myself driving, yeah, we should be able to get that out without wheels spinning it too much and
We'll spin it.
affect. Whoa! Tell you what, 2 horsepower.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say if Doug wants to make me a drive roll.
Can I take the average at 2.5?
Okay, what I was going to say is Ben's got animal affinity.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you get +1 dice with that when you're using that. So I'm going to say that'll give you 2 extra dice.
Inspire me, Ben.
He's giving you 2 extra dice anyway.
Okay, so 7.
So you're up to 7 dice. Okay, roll me 1 because that gives you a 3+.
Okay, so was that an 8?
What did you roll? No. What I meant was you said, "Can you take the average?" Roll me 1 dice.
Oh, right. That's what I was looking at.
Sorry, yeah. So you got a 3+. If you roll 1 dice, if that comes up as a success, okay. So you get 3 successes.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
So Doc's in the back. You're by the side of it, trying to guide it. So Emil's by the side of it, trying to guide it. Ben is trying to guide the horses and encourage them to pull as hard as they can. What's Frederick doing at the moment?
I'm probably just going to be keeping an eye open and just looking generally around to see if there's anywhere that I can help.
Okay.
Physical labour on the wheels.
Right. Frederick, make me a perception check.
Okay, that's a 5. Two.
Okay. You catch a glint from the rocks, but it is too late as a shot rings out.
Knew there were rocks for a reason.
There are plenty of rocks both sides of the road. It's that kind of country.
Yeah, I know. They rolled in there.
Okay. So... Ooh.
I can actually give them the gun.
Okay, so shot rings out from the rocks, and they are going to be the other side of the river. You're up the a bit, so we are down to 3 dice. Okay, so a shot rings out. There isn't anybody driving the wagon, is there?
No.
Yeah, me.
Oh.
It's holding the wagon.
You're on the side of it, trying to pull it out. In which case, I'm going to say, Charlie, make me a passive defence roll.
You mean that number at the top on the secondary?
So, where are we?
So the 3 o'clock position on secondary, yeah.
That's what I mean. I've got defence and passive. So which one do you want?
So you've got defence, which is made up of passive and active. So in your case, both of those are 2 actually.
Yeah,
so roll me 2 dice.
Only 2. All right.
Yeah, because you only get to take the passive.
Okay, 2.
Okay. So the bullet grazes the top of the wagon. And Frederick, you've spotted it's coming from a boulder, a couple of I don't know, about 60, 70 yards up the bank. It looks like there's maybe a couple of guys up there.
Okay.
Right.
How far up the bank is it?
It's about 60 yards. 60, 70 yards.
Bit long for a peacemaker.
It is.
It's even longer
for a scattergun.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, you'd be taking. Actually, you'd only be losing 2 dice on it.
I'll give it a go with a peacemaker. Why not?
Okay. As
worst comes to the worst, they keep their heads down.
Okay, so you lose 2 for the range. You also lose 2 for the fact that they are largely behind cover. So you're getting 6 dice on that.
Yeah, okay. We'll give it a go. So, 6 dice. 3 successes.
Okay. Check my stats. Yeah, okay. So, you definitely managed to wing one of them. You hear a holler from behind the rocks. Now, what I want is, let's go for initiative.
Ooh.
As they're shooting you.
Ooh, 5 die. Oh.
Stop copying me. Roll 3, you roll 3. I'll roll 4, you roll
I'm not
4.
actually copying you, because everything you're doing, I'm doing with less die.
I got a 4 as well.
So everybody's got 4 dice. Okay. Where these guys are going to go on 2. So, you guys get to act first. I'm going to say that was... So, Frederick gets the first shot off because his gun's already in his hand. And he is... he's primed, ready, and he spotted them. So, there are 2 things you can do. One is you can return fire. They are up in the rocks on the riverbank while you are trying to get a wagon out of the river. Sorry?
Up in the rocks on the riverbank?
Yeah.
Or along the rocks on the riverbank?
No. There's the 2 sides. The river's in the middle, and there are these 2 big banks about 20 feet high.
We came down,
and there are big boulders on both sides of the...
On top of the bank?
On the bank itself.
Oh, on the bank, right. From the wagon, I might be level, you see. That's why I was questioning the up part.
I'm just going to keep it nice and easy. I'm just going to keep it nice and easy and shoot them. That's 6 dice again, yes?
No. You've had this round. You have had this round because you've seen them. You've returned fire. So I was going to start with you anyway. If you rolled the lowest initiative, I'd have given you it first. first shot this round just because you saw him quickly. You could return fire. So the question is, are you guys going to work together to try and get the wagon out? You've got it shifted. You didn't entirely get it free, but you got it mostly shifted. So you can try and get the wagon out. You can return fire. I mean, you can do anything, but you've got the wagon mostly shifted. If you can get it up the bank, you can get away, or you can stay and have a firefight. Or you can, different people can focus on doing different things.
I'm going to stand and firefight.
And I'm in a wagon, so I've got no choice but to shoot back.
Well, you could leap over the front, grab the reins, and try and lash the horses to a lather to get them to move. But no, if you want to return fire, that's fine. You will need to draw a weapon this round because you haven't had a weapon drawn.
Correct. But it's not my game, so who are you doing?
Well, no, we can. All four of you are acting pretty much at the same time. So if you want
I'll go first, then.
Pull a weapon. So Doc pulls a weapon. What weapon are you pulling?
Pistol, peacemaker.
Okay. Okay, Ben.
Oh, you can only put it anyway. Ben's going to keep trying to get the car out.
You're going to try and
Can
keep trying to get the car out.
While shouting in an inspiring manner?
No. You can do what you can focus on the horses, or you can focus on.
Okay, I can't multitask.
Giving bonuses to people. Okay.
Okay, in which case he's going to try and.
Before we do that, what's Emil doing?
Don't know, because Doug put be right back.
He's there.
He's back now. It looks like he's playing with a lasso, but
can't hear you.
He's muted.
What's everyone else said they're doing?
I'm looking at a picture this big at the bottom of my screen, and even I could lip read that. Okay, so
get the thing back out.
Yeah, Frederick's returned fire. Doc has gone for a gun. Yep. Ben is working with the horses, trying to get them to pull and get the wagon out.
So come on, fast.
It's mostly out.
It's mostly out. You've more than half shifted it.
How many shots have landed between us?
Only the one so far. One's come out, nearly hit Doc. Frederick's probably winged that gunman.
Okay. At which point then?
Well, if you get the wagon out, we can move.
Yeah, I'm going to try and climb on one of the two horses, keeping low, and try and encourage them out through riding.
Okay. So I'm going to start with Ollie. Give me Ben's animal handling roll. I think you get a +1 to charisma for animal handling without having to spend style. So
I do.
+1 to whatever your normal animal handling is.
3, 4.
In fact, riding's probably better. In fact, I'll probably try and jump up and ride it out.
I got a 4 anyway.
Okay. Right. You got 4. Okay. That's not bad. Okay, so sorry, Doug, what's Emil doing? Is he jumping onto the wagon?
I just looked actually. I've got a better ride skill than better drive skill than I have at riding. So I'd probably try and jump onto the wagon and encourage the horses through driving them out.
Okay, right.
Give me a horse.
Give me a roll.
I get 5 for that. 4.
Okay. The horses start to you manage to get the horses free of the stream or free of the river.
Yep.
And you can now get up the slope on your next turn. There's going to be 3 incoming shots.
Moving target there.
No, it's not that moving yet. Okay, so first one is definitely heading for Emil. Make me a. You can make a full defense roll. It's not just passive because you know this is coming. So make me a defense roll. You are looking to avoid. You're looking for more than 2.
2.
Okay, yeah. You've got a hole now through the sleeve of your duster as the
At
bullet
least it ain't
grazes
another
you.
hole in my hat.
No, no. They're too scared to put a hole in your hat after what happened last time.
Yeah.
Okay, second one is incoming and is probably going to go for the Doc again. No, actually, probably going to go for Fred. So, maybe a defence roll. They've only got one, so...
Right, okay, so...
Total defense.
So you've got a defence. You've got defence, active and passive. You want the defence.
defence is 7.
I hope he gets well on that.
Come with me if you want to live.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cool. Okay, yeah. You're just not. Well, the moment you see the guy come over with the gun, you jump to one side and yeah, forget it. It's not happening.
Just not where he shoots.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we see, or can we tell what they're firing with based on the sound? Bearing in mind, I've heard loads of guns.
Sounds like a pistol.
Okay, so
Definitely sounds like a pistol. Doesn't sound like a peacemaker. So could be the old army revolvers. Quite easily be old army revolvers.
But it's not a rifle. There's no rifles. So
no, there's no rifles coming in at you. Okay. Last one is probably going to go at Doc again. Maybe a defence roll.
Full defence.
Doing well today, aren't
Yeah.
they?
2. That's enough.
Okay. Yeah, so there's a hail of lead comes in, but not enough to...
Again, I'm just saying, from my point of view, if you shoot the same target again, don't you get bonuses?
Not if it's moving and
you're behind a rock and you duck back for cover and...
yeah.
Yeah, but normally, if you shoot the same target, each sequential person gets a bonus, don't they?
Oh yeah, if 3 of you are all shooting at the same person, then they lose 2 dice defense on every shot they take.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But
Cool.
yeah, no, there's way too much flying around at the moment.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so top of the round, I am going to start with Ben and Frederick, as you guys are not in the wagon at the moment.
So is the wagon out of the... Have we got it out of the thing?
You've got it out. I'm guessing, I could be wrong, but I'm guessing that Emil is going to try and get it up and the hell away from this river this
and
turn.
The horses are tied on the back.
Yeah. And I'm guessing the horses are going to want to do that as well. So I just wanted to check what the 2 of you were doing before Emil lashes the horses and gets them charging up the slope.
Right. So yeah, Ben's kind of fulfilled his role as horse inspirer.
Yeah.
So he can
Horse
change back
whisperer.
to his role as human inspirer.
He can duck round the side and jump onto the side of the wagon as it comes past.
Yeah, he'd probably do that.
Okay. What's Frederick going to do?
He's going to stand where he is because, he's in the middle of a firefight and he's going to win this firefight.
So he's just going to stand in the middle of the river or the edge of the river.
He's actually going to move to the edge of the river closest to where they're shooting at him from.
He's going to move
go for some cover
towards them.
Yeah.
There's as much cover behind you as in front of you.
Yeah. But if I move any further back, Louis, I start losing more dice in range.
That's a fair point, but you've got to cross the river to get to better cover.
How deep is the river?
It's not that deep, but
It's open ground.
It's open ground.
Well, I'm standing on open ground at the moment.
No, I'm not saying don't. That's
Yep,
fine.
No, he's going to move across the river, close the range.
Okay. Okay, make me an athletics roll. As you rush across the river.
And that might not be good.
You can spend style for extra dice if you want, but you might want to hang on to them for later.
How many style do I have to spend to get an extra dice?
It's one style, one dice.
Right, I will spend one style then, so I'm rolling 3 dice and not 2. One success.
That was worth a spend.
Style that gave you the 1.
Yeah. Okay, throw me out of style, and yeah. Okay, so you are you managed to get to the far side of the river. It's not pretty. You don't manage to get to cover this round, but at least you don't fall on your ass in the river. You can open fire while you're doing it, but it's going to be a 2 dice penalty.
Yeah, okay, yeah, why not? So I'm down to 4 dice, yeah?
You're down to 4 dice for this shot, yeah.
Okay.
Two. Okay.
Yeah, 2, sorry. That
2.
would make me
Okay.
twice.
Right. There's a ricochet next to this guy's head, and you can see him like duck and scramble back out of the way as you let it off. Yeah. Did you throw in a style, Simon?
I'm just doing that now.
Okay.
It's not letting me.
Is it not?
Not letting me throw out a style, no.
Ew. Somebody else.
If you left click it once, Simon, it'll bring up your style points, and then if you drag it from the box onto the map, then you can
Yeah,
get
I'm doing
rid of
that, just not letting me do it.
Oh, there we go.
it. There you go.
Did that time.
Okay.
Cool. No, that's all good. Right. Okay. So yeah. So you run to the other side of the river, firing. You're still in open ground for the moment. Ben manages to jump up onto the wagon. I'll come back to him when Ollie comes back. Right. I'm going to go with Emil next, I think. Just because you're the one driving the wagon.
Yep.
What are you going to do with the wagon?
But it's stationary now. I can shoot at full points.
Guessing that Frederick would have jumped on once Emil shouted. Once Benjamin shouted, "We were free," and Benjamin's jumped on board. I'm gonna get these horses going 10 to the dozen.
Okay, and up the slope. Okay, make me a drive roll. You only need 1 success to be able to get it up the bank of the river.
3.
That's cool. Okay, so you take off up the bank of the river. While this is happening, what's Doc doing?
I'm going to hunker down the wagon a little bit for stability.
Yeah.
Because I know what he's going to do. I'm going to side, and I'm going to fire at the bad guys.
Okay, what I'm going to say is I'm going to give you a 2 dice penalty for range. Is it a peacemaker? Yeah. 2 dice penalty for range and a 2 dice penalty for. No, I'm going to give you 2 dice penalty for range. I'm not going to give you the 2 dice penalty for movement because it hasn't started moving yet. Oh, sorry, 2 dice penalty for cover. So you're 4 dice down in total.
Right. Okay. So that gets me nothing.
That gets you absolutely nothing.
That's a misfire. You don't even shoot.
Yeah,
I fall over in the wagon as it starts to move.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. You're lining up the shot, and as Emil cracks it, the gun goes off as you plummet face first onto the deck. Which brings us back to Ben. So you've jumped into the wagon. What do you want to do?
Oh wait, never mind.
Sorry.
4th shooter. Wait, never mind. It's Doc. I mean,
But he jumped into the wagon, didn't he?
yeah.
Yeah,
That was his turn, effectively.
No, I'm happy to let him do something at a penalty if he wants to.
He's probably just gonna.
Actually, do you want to pull your gun this turn?
Yeah, he might as well actually.
Okay, so the wagon kind of starts moving, and all you've got to do is take about 2 steps as it's coming towards you. Grab yourself, jump up into the
Whip it out.
jump up into the seat and
Stuck your head as Doc almost shoots you, yeah.
yeah. Right, okay.
Dirty Doc.
There are 4 incoming shots this round.
Oh.
2 of them are going to go for Frederick as he's trying to cross the river. Let me double check their range because they're using different weapons from you. Yeah, I'm going to say you are still just about in their 4 dice penalty range. So, okay, so make me a defense roll. You are looking to get a 1.
Okay. My defense was 7, wasn't it?
I think it was.
Yes.
Yep. Nice.
4.
Okay, no, that's great. Second one comes in and completely misses. If there'd been any successes there, you'd only been rolling 5 dice because you lose 2 dice off your active defense for every attack that's against every successive attack that's against you. So, yeah, so 2 of them are shooting at Frederick. One of them is trying to get a shot off at Emil. I mean, yeah, go on. We might as well.
More of a penalty due to moving target.
Oh yeah. Right, make me a defense roll. Don't bodge.
Okay, can I just take the average?
Nope. Not in combat.
Not in combat.
Or
Okay,
not for this
6
in
dice.
combat.
6 dice. I've got 2 defense.
No worries. And the second one is going to go at Doc, and
I'm
likewise.
face down in the wagon behind the board, so there's no trouble.
Well, maybe he
In
got
all
you just as
fairness,
it.
If it's open target on the clearer shot.
Yeah, he misses you anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's
Going to go for Doc, and then Doc disappeared. Oh.
Yeah, that's what. Had you not fallen face first into the wagon, it would have been bad. But the gunshot whistles over your head as the wagon starts charging up the slope. I think at this point I have to go back to Frederick. Okay, you can run and close the distance down to. How far do you want to close? Let's have a quick look.
Where's the rock?
So you'll use there's a number of rocks. So you're trying to close down to. You're probably just about within 40 feet now. If you want to get within 20 feet, that is pretty damn close. But
no, 40 feet will do me because that'll give me what, a 2 dice loss?
That'll give you 2 dice loss.
Yeah, 40 feet is fine.
Okay. You can. Does hip shooter. Let me just remind myself of this. Does hip shooter mean you don't get.
Shooter ignores penalty for fast draw.
Is it only for fast draw?
That's all it says on my character sheet.
Okay, let me have a quick look at. I just want to make sure that it doesn't. No,
that allows you to draw and shoot without the -2 penalty.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that it doesn't affect fanning as well.
No, that's a different penalty.
For each additional level reduced, it's only when you're doing sharpshooter and a quick draw that a fanning counts. From what I'm
You're
reading.
exceptionally good at shooting from the hip. When you fast draw your weapon, you ignore the -2 penalty. You may purchase the panic talent up to 4 times. Each additional level reduces the total attack fanning penalty by -2 per level. So
literally,
it's not hip shooting, is he? I don't know.
So what you do is you suffer no penalty for the quick draw, but you still suffer every penalty as normal for the fanning.
Unless you purchase the talent an extra time,
purchase more,
yes. So what you can do is burn 2 style at any point. If you've got a talent you can raise, you can buy more than once. Then 2 style for 2 style you can get an extra level in that. So if you wanted to, you could spend 2 style to up that talent to a 2nd level, which means that you could get 2 shots off.
I'll spend that because I got 3 style points.
No penalty.
Okay, drop out 2 style. It's for a scene. So for this combat,
That's still all right.
you can get 2 shots off each round without
Penalty.
penalty.
Or with only the range penalty.
Yeah, with only the range penalty.
That's pretty good.
That is not bad.
Okay. So
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure fanning counts on both shots. Let me double check because I think this is the first time I've used it.
No, I found as well. So you work out the number of shots you have, and that's the penalties. So if you try and get 3 shots off, that's 2 extra. So that's a -2.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Each attack receives a -2 per fired shot. Firing 2 shots would result in a -4 for both attacks. Oh,
but
damn.
He's bought the upgrade, so it's at -2.
So it's a -2. Do you still want to buy that upgrade, Simon? So you would get a -2 to both. You'd end up with a -4 to both shots you fired. Or I can give you the style back, because I thought it was a -2 if you fired 2 and a -4 if you fired 6. It's a -4 if you
I'll
fired
have the
2.
style back. I'll have
Okay.
the style back. Let's not monk about with it.
Okay. So, in which case, you get 1 shot from behind your rock, which is, what do we say, about kind of 40 foot out as
You said that, yeah. So I'm up to 8 dice.
yeah, you're down to 8 dice.
Successes.
3. Okay. Right, I need a dice to work out which one of these guys who's up and active you're going to hit.
And they still got like 3/4 cover, are they?
Yeah, they've still got some cover. So, actually, that's a point. That should have been 2 dice off that. But what I'm going to do is I'll give them 2 dice to their defence. Poor old D. Right. Actually, D isn't going to take a wound from that, is he? So you rolled 3. No. Okay, D doesn't take a wound from that. So yeah, you shoot. You again. There's like rock chips fly off near his face, and he ducks back down. Okay, so you're now behind the rock, peeking out and shooting back at them. What are the 3 of you on the wagon as it crests the rise, the far side at the top of the bank? Planning to do as you hear gunfire being exchanged from the far side of the river.
I crawl back out of the wagon and have another try at shooting somebody.
Okay, shooting from this range, you're another 20 feet out.
60 feet.
60 feet out there, not fault. We travelled sideways across the river, didn't we? So, I don't know.
You travelled across the river and came up the bank to get to the top of the bank.
Yeah.
Which is a good 20, 30 feet further on, which is, what's that? It's about another 10 yards, isn't it?
Yeah.
I reckon 60 is probably a fair shout.
That's -4 then.
Yeah.
And -2 for the wagon takes 6 off, only leaves me 3 left.
It depends on whether or not you're going to pull the wagon up or keep going.
Well, we've left our man behind, so.
Yeah, pull the wagon
No,
up.
it's
Pull the wagon up, yeah.
I'm letting the others do what they need to do first before I say what I would do.
I would fire back just for the noise and distraction.
Okay.
So Doc's shooting.
Ben, what are you
Benjamin
doing?
would be inspiring anyway because he's going to be hapless at this range. So
Yeah, okay. What's Emil
So
doing?
fire and add 2 back on, will it?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
give it a sec.
Okay. So if Benjamin says he's inspiring,
Yeah.
and Doc's shooting back, no one's told me anyone else is left behind, I'm still going. And I'm trying to be as realistic as possible here.
I think the thing is that if Ben's trying to inspire, there's a good chance that Ben will have seen Fredericks there.
No one. My
I-
point is, no one's turned around and said.
okay, if I was going to
Frederick's
say
still
what I was
there.
actually inspiring, I was going to say Frederick needs help.
Okay, at that
Let's
point,
go. Yeah.
Okay,
slamming back on the reins,
okay,
bringing the wagon to a stop at 60. and I would draw my old Betty, but I probably wouldn't shoot this turn. I'll probably try to line up a shot.
I think by the time you've stopped the wagon and got your rifle, that's a turn.
Okay, that's fair enough.
You've got a gun. You fire next go, or if you aim next go, you'll get aiming bonuses to that.
I think what I'd do then is I'd probably dive next to the poorly guy in the back of the wagon. But what that'd give me do is less profile, but a better. I'd have cover, but I'd still have visibility of them.
Okay, yeah.
Like a sniper. Most snipers prefer lying down, line a shot.
Okay. So, so you haul on the reins, grab your rifle, jump in the back, ready to fire next round.
So, not wanting to be a pain, Louis. That's what I wanted to. I wanted to know what people were doing.
That's cool.
Because that would have affected my reaction.
Yeah, that's cool.
Is there room in the back? Because there's 4 of us in the back already.
Yeah,
I would have seen Benjamin actually probably sat next to me.
Yeah, Benjamin is, but you've got the 2 guys. Doc shifted the driver into the back. He's in the back. So there's 3 of them already in the back.
Okay. In which case, I'll drive down. I'll drive down next to the wheel.
How long is one of these wagons?
They're normally 7 or 8 foot, aren't they?
7 or 8 foot?
Because it goes under the backboard, under the seat, doesn't it? Because it's on springs.
That's probably a bit longer than that. It's probably about 10 foot long.
If it's 10 foot long, let's say it is 10 foot long. I reckon you can get 4 of you in the back of there, no trouble. Because you wouldn't.
I'm happy to.
You wouldn't have carried. You wouldn't have carried the other guy and put him right down by the tailboard. You'd have put him up by the driver.
He'd be back down there now after coming out of the bank at speed. Both guys.
That's true. Okay, everybody's at the back. Yeah, okay. So Emil's lying on the floor under the wagon or next to the wagon.
Yeah. I've got out with. So you've got the shooters, the wagon's there. And I've got out on the other side, dive forward to the wheel, and I've got my rifle sticking out the front of the back wheel.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Nobody start the wagon, because otherwise it's going to crush his rifle. But hey. Right. Which brings us on the dock.
All right. If it goes backwards, then we've got trouble.
Which brings us on the dock.
Well, I'll take the shot. I'll shoot them just for the...
Okay, so you're going to get a +2 from Ben pointing out everything that's going on.
Down to 5 or up to 5.
You're going to lose. Yeah, you're going to lose 4. So you're going to lose 2 in total. You're going to lose 4. Hang on. Yeah, 4 for distance, 2 for cover, and then you're going to get back 2. So you're going to lose 4 in total.
Yeah. Yep. So it's 5. So I'll get 2. Okay,
that is not enough. Again, you're putting bullets really, really close, but it's just twanging off the rocks.
I love that word, twanging.
Hey, yeah. So how far did we say? We reckoned you were about 40 yards, didn't we, Simon?
60. Oh, Simon's 40.
No, Simon's only about 40 yards. So Doug's gone and coming back.
No, I haven't. You were black, so I left and come back, reappear.
Right, so at 60 you are losing... No, at 40, 39, you are losing 2 dice, and you're losing 2 dice for their cover.
So I'm back to rolling 6 dice
again. That leaves you with 6 dice, yeah.
Okay. Two successes.
Oh, man, doesn't like you. Like I say, you're close. You can see him ducking as the actually on that one. You pretty much take one of these guys' hats off. Unfortunately, you don't manage to drill him in the head, but you definitely scaring him. Did they hang on? They didn't get shot in, did they?
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
We pulled away and come up the bank.
Yeah, but you've now
Yes,
got
they
to the
did.
top of the bank.
Shush.
And Dan had a shot.
You've now just got on the top of the bank.
Yeah.
Doug's had a shot.
Go for it.
I haven't had a shot.
No, Doug hasn't had a shot. But Frederick got a shot in. Doc got a shot in. He was doing that. Sorry, Simon, I will come back round to you, but they get to shoot you. That was why I was talking about. So we were about 38, 39 yards out. He says massively, massively giving you the benefit of the doubt, which is going to still put them on 4 dice out of this. Okay, this is not going to make a lot of difference. But, okay, so first one lets off at Frederick, and nope. Second one lets off at Frederick, and no. You know what? Third one and fourth one are firing at the wagon. It's going to take them around to realise that it is just too far away. They are never going to hit anything at that range. At 60 yards, they are losing so many dice, and you guys are all in cover. It's just not worth it. So, okay, so Simon, you then shoot the guy's hat off. Who's okay, everybody on the wagon is close enough. Actually, Doc got Ben's cover. So should we do Emil first? Emil, you get a 2 dice bonus from the fact that Ben was shouting encouragement, because you didn't get that last turn.
-2 for cover.
They are at -2 for cover, and they are 60 yards out. What's the...
-2 for range, so I'm shooting 10.
Yeah. Ow.
Okay.
Go for it, Dead.
Can I tell any of the 4 that have already injured? If you say no, that's fine.
I'm going to say no for the moment, because you've only just got yourself down there and letting off a shot.
6.
Ow. Okay. Right.
Cheers, Ben.
No
Oh
problem.
man. Okay. Right.
In fact, let's do this fairly.
Do what fairly?
That's aimed at C.
No, so I was already. I'm already rolling. So it's 6 dice. Okay.
I decided 1 to 4, A to D.
Yeah. You nailed a guy, and he drops backwards. Funnily enough, I think somebody had already managed to shoot his hat off. And he goes flat over behind.
1 down.
1 down. Okay.
I will call out to Frederick.
It's a long way.
Yeah, that's 20 yards, isn't it? He's 40 yards away with 60.
Yeah, 20 yards over the sound of the river and the gunshot. But yeah, carry on. Just make it brief.
That's all right. So we got your back, brother. And I reload for shot.
Cool. Okay. Ollie, Charlie, either of you can go in each. Whoever wants to go next can go next and do whatever it is you want.
Am I getting inspired still?
Yeah.
Only
Sure,
if you
what
spend
happens
this
is-
round.
When
I had it
people
tried
do
last
the
time.
hide behind a boulder trick.
Your inspirational speeches are going to be legendary. Okay, so Charlie, yeah, you get two dice bonus.
And 4 off is 5, yeah.
Is it 4 off at 60 yards?
So
Plus
it's
cover?
-2 for range, -2 for
I did
cover,
last time.
+2 for inspiration, so he's at -2.
Yeah, because we're not moving.
Yeah,
so
you're
we're not
right.
moving
60,
this
60 yards, it's only 2 dice off.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's 4 dice
There's
off.
4 dice off, but we're not moving now. And I've got 2 back on. So it's only 2 off, so I'm 7 now.
No, it's 4 dice for range,
no,
2
it's
for
at
cover,
4
which is
dice
6.
for range now.
So you're
Minus
losing 4
4.
dice in total.
5 dice. Right.
I just remember
Starting
it's
nine.
-2 for me because of my longer one.
3. I'm getting better.
3.
Mm.
Okay.
Nice shot, Doc.
Uh,
It was 0 the first one, it was 2, now it's 3. Getting better.
Every time I roll, this bloody thing comes up 3. Right. This time it means something different. But... Okay. You managed to wing one of them.
Yay.
Yay.
And yeah, he screams and ducks back. Okay.
Take that, you bushwhacking.
They duck down into the background. I want everybody to make me a perception roll.
Perception is 4. 3.
1.
Okay.
3.
Okay.
Come on.
I should have gone and got my brand new Ubiquity dice out.
Mine doesn't seem to want to let me roll dice.
Do you want me to roll that for you?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, what have you got in
5.
perception?
5.
5.
Yeah.
Okay, 2. Right, so I'm going to make 5 quick rolls here.
Me and Benjamin.
Actually, I've got to make 4 rolls here.
2. 1, 2.
Okay, so I keep getting the wrong bloody thing. So, okay. Frederick, from your vantage point, you spot. Actually, from your vantage point, you only got. Was it you that only got 1?
He's dropped.
Hello.
No, I'm still here.
No?
Can you guys still?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
dropped on roll 20.
I've dropped on roll 20. I'm logging back in now.
Okay. But it was Frederick that only rolled 1. So Frederick,
No,
you don't.
Frederick got 2.
Oh yeah, he did. Okay. So
got 1.
Doc got 1. Okay. Right. So Doc, you see him duck down behind the boulder. That's the last you make out of him. Frederick, you spot 2 figures nipping from one boulder to another boulder, and Emil and Emil and Ben, you spot there are 4 guys that are braking and trying to get back up the slope, sitting behind cover trying to do it. Sorry?
Did I not drop 1?
Oh, you absolutely dropped 1.
There were more than we thought.
Well, I thought there was only 4 shots total. I guess there's more little bastards.
Because there was only 3 the first round.
Well, no, there was 1 who had
There
the
was
pop of
1.
Frederick originally, and then 3 more.
Yep.
Ah, yes, that bit, yeah. That
Yep.
makes sense.
Trust me,
So,
I know how
if
many.
I drop 1,
I know.
1 is a leader who's trying to stay very quiet.
I know how many there are.
No, I'm not disputing that.
Okay, where are we, Louis? Whose turn is it?
Okay, so it is top of the round. Yeah, it is top of the round. You guys can decide amongst yourselves. Like I say, there's 4 guys breaking for the top of the bank, but they're going from cover to cover, trying to do it.
No one has an objection. Providing Benjamin's still inspiring.
Yep.
I'd like to take a shot to try and pin him down.
You
I don't want
can't,
him escaping. Why not?
because it takes you 2 rounds to load that rifle of yours. So you can only fire alternate rounds with a rifle.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right. I forgot that.
Yeah,
Half.
your reload is
Rate
half
is
and your
half,
capacity
isn't
is
it?
1.
Oh,
So you
fuck.
you can reload now, you can fire next round.
Okay. But I can use this round to reload and aim for sharpshooter.
No.
No.
No, if you,
Okay.
a reload is a reload.
What I will do at the same time to ensure I get my reload
Yeah.
is I'm gonna do because I forgot last time entirely. I'm gonna do a guts roll. ensure that my nerves allow me to reload. Does that make sense?
Yeah, go for that. Make me a guts roll.
No. So as I'm sat there, the first guy hit the floor like a sack of shit, and I'm like, yeah, bitch. And as I pull the mechanism back and the empty case ejects, I pull out a new round. My hands are shaking, and as I put it in, I just drop it and working parts forward, and there is no round in the chamber, and my whole body is shaking like fuck.
Okay. Have a style point. Okay.
Hey? What the fuck?
So, who else is taking action this turn?
Frederick is.
Action as well.
Okay. So you're trying to shoot now. I will tell you now, because they are not returning fire and they are staying well down. They get a big bonus to the defense, but you're on a -4 to hit, but get a shot in. If nothing else, you'll encourage them on their way, even if you don't manage to hit them.
Right, so I'm on 6 dice.
Call them out. Come on, you black bandit fuckers. Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough.
Okay, I've already got my gun out, Louis. I'm going to stand up from behind the rock with a big shout of no and start advancing on them and take a shot as I advance. Is that allowed?
Yeah, not a problem. I am trying to work out the best way of handling that. Are you trying to get to like 20, or you're not going to get to 20 yards from them because they're going at the same distance you are? But yeah, no.
Louis, I've pulled the gun, pointed the gun at them, shouted no, and then it's a slow walk towards them.
Okay.
These bloody dice.
Okay, you firing as you go or not?
Firing as I go.
Okay.
And I've only got 2 successes there.
Damn. Yeah. No, there's no way. Okay. Charlie, Ollie.
I'm going to reload my pistol. I've already fired 4. I can see nothing to shoot at. So I was going to reload my pistol.
Okay, yeah, not a problem. Which leaves Ben.
We've got them on the run, fellas.
You're still going for the encouragement.
I can't shoot anything, so I might as well still be encouraging.
Yeah.
No, I can deal with that. Right.
I shout back to him, keep hold of them reins.
Okay. One guy sticks his head up from the boulder they were originally firing from and takes a shot, and he's gonna take a shot at Frederick, who is not in cover at the moment.
Nope.
But he's a moving target.
He's moving slowly.
He's still moving.
He is.
If that's a penalty to shoot,
hang on. How far out did we say you were?
40.
40. Just under 40 yards. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's on -4 dice. Actually, yeah. So he still only gets 3 dice. So. Okay.
Go on, use that defense of 7, Simon.
Yeah. Use your active defense.
Boo.
Yeah. He kind of leaps up, and you can see the gun wavering in his hand as he kind of comes over the top of the rock and just like lets off a shot in your direction. But it definitely wasn't gonna hit, and he ducks back down behind the bit behind the boulder. The other guys are still ghosting it up the slope, although certainly I would say Ben definitely notices that the guys near the top of the slope have stopped.
Right.
Okay.
So
the guy on top of the slope stopped.
Reorder.
okay. So they're behind cover, but it looks like they've stopped behind cover for a minute.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay. What are people doing?
I don't know about anyone else, but Emil would be trying to reprimand himself for allowing his nerves to get to him.
Make me a guts roll.
And providing he passes his guts roll, he would then grab the unfired round from the floor and load old Bessie.
Okay.
He does.
Okay.
So literally, he's scrambling in the sand trying to find this round that he knows there. And as he grabs around it, the cold still feels warm in his hand. He's like, yes, and the emotions calm down, and literally with a deft movement that you wouldn't have expected from him 3 seconds ago. And he's re-aiming again, aiming up the slope.
Okay. Right. Simon, what's Frederick doing?
He's carrying on moving forward, pointing that gun.
Okay.
He's going to take another shot.
Okay. I'm trying to work out... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say you can react when somebody sticks their head up.
And someone did at the very end of the last turn.
At the very end of the last turn, they stuck their head up. So hold on to it. As soon as they react, I will get you to react first.
Yeah.
Okay, Doc, what are you doing? You now have a fully reloaded pistol.
But I can't see anything to shoot at, can I?
No.
Can I see any of their horses or anything? Have they got horses in sight anywhere?
You know what? You probably can. Would I put horses? No, you can't. No, you can't. Wherever the horses are, they're not immediately obvious.
Okay, I'm gonna hop over to the side of the wagon and lead our horses a bit further away.
Okay.
Tie them up to a tree and then get Custer ready. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So your horses, not the. Yeah. Okay. So you're not moving the wagon.
Our horses are tied on the back of the
horses.
wagon. I'm untying them and taking them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Somewhere else and tying them up.
Okay.
Because they're in the firing line.
Yeah. All right. If you're trying to move multiple horses in a single round, make me
Animal handling.
I want to get you to make me an animal handling roll. But that's going to be awkward because you don't have anything in animal handling.
If I can't move that many, I'll just move my horse to start with.
Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll let you move your horse and another horse without a problem.
I'll take my horse and the one that's nearest to hand.
Okay.
I don't know whose it is.
Might as well say it's Frederick's.
Right.
Okay. So you do that.
Lead them around the front of the wagon and tie them on the horses at the front. How's it?
Yeah.
I'm assuming the back of the wagon is towards the guns at the moment.
Kind of 3/4 on. You've gone up as it's kind of the slope up the bank turns slightly so that it's not so steep to get up the bank.
Yeah, that means our horse is on the back of the wagon, which is nearer the gunfight. So
moving them to the front and the right is definitely a good move. Okay, what's Ben doing?
He would probably see what Doc's done and move the rest of the horses up to the front as well.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so you got the horses out of the way. Emil is laying on the floor. Frederick is waiting for movement as he continues to advance. 3 guys further up the slope put their heads over the boulders and fire. And
Sorry, Louis.
That's all right. And the guy behind the boulder, as they do so, starts to scramble up the slope away from you. So in mechanics terms, he's going to get a +4 to his defense because he isn't doing anything. All he's trying to do is move. The guys up the slope from you, I reckon by now they are probably about 45 yards away and in cover. But you can get a shot off at one of them.
So one guy's moving away from me, he's broken cover.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
And
he's
the
still
rest of the
flitting
guys-
between boulders.
Yeah, but I'm better off taking a shot at him because he's closer. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay, no, that's cool. Okay, so you are at 2 dice for range. You know what I'm going to say? He has broken cover, so you are at 2 dice for range, but he gets 4 dice bonus because he's taking total defense.
Okay,
Which
so that's
this is
dice for me.
this is a point which I think is worthwhile pointing out with Ubiquity. If you take total defense, it means that you are not taking an action and you add 4 to your defense roll. So you can do that in a round. So if there's a round where, obviously like you guys on the wagon probably don't need it, but if there's a round where you're thinking, I just want to make myself scarce, you can do that, which is what this guy's trying.
Okay. Right, so I'm on 8 dice, yeah?
You are on 8 dice.
4 successes.
Okay. You're pretty sure you catch his coat, but let me just double check this. He's got a defense of 4.
You introduce his shoulder blade to his chest.
Yeah. You're sure you put a bullet through his coat, but you don't actually hit him. You don't draw blood. As he scrambles up and dives behind a boulder as you let off a shot. Right, the 3 guys further up the slope are all firing at you. Right, their range is 4 dice for that. Actually, they're only on 4 dice for that. So, first one incoming is... Hello, mouse pointer, where are you? There we go. Okay, a 2. So you get to roll full defense against this one.
Okay, so that'll be 7 my defense.
Yeah. Yeah, no
4
problem.
successes.
Okay, second one completely misses you. He has a jam on his gun. Yeah, 2 of them have jams on their guns. You can hear him yelling. It's click, click.
We're jamming. I wanna jam with you.
Damn old piece of shit. Okay. Right. Is there anybody that wants to react? Are you guys basically going to be waiting for them to do something before?
Well, I'm going
you
to
do
sort of
something?
react and head back round the wagon with a pistol out, ready to shoot.
Is this
Okay.
the same turn I gained my composure and reloaded?
Nope. Top of the next round, so you can fire this round.
Okay.
I'm guessing you're going to want to wait until they react before you try and take a shot.
If I get a shot on anyone, bearing in mind Ben's still inspiring,
Yep.
I'm going for it.
Okay, so Ben's going to inspire because he didn't inspire last round. So Ben's going to inspire. So that means that for Doc and Emil, you both get a 2+2 bonus. Frederick is just too far away to hear the I think it's a 20-foot range.
10.
10. It's just too far for that. Okay, so same thing as last time. 3 of them pop up, firing, and one of them takes a run. So,
what I want to do is spend maybe half a second trying to look for, with all my military training, is someone who stands out as maybe a bit more leadership than others by their outfit or their gear.
make me a perception roll.
Knew that.
It's going to be difficulty 3 to try and pull that out in the half second you've got while you're.
Yeah. Okay. I got perception. I thought, I'll tell you what, I'm going to dump 3 style points into that.
Okay.
Mel Brooks case, the chief stamped on the back of his jacket.
I don't care.
You're going to
3
put
style points.
3 style in. Okay.
Okay. I want this to work. Someone's leading this group based on the fact that someone didn't shoot beforehand, so someone's leading it.
Okay.
So I'm going to file 7 dice, and you're saying I want 3?
You want 3.
4.
4. Okay.
Nice.
With 4, what I will tell you is the first guy that catches your eye is a really big guy. He's huge. How you haven't managed to spot him before? So he would make an easier shot. He's quite a way up the bank now. But there's another guy, and there's something about the way he carries himself which makes you think that he's probably the guy that's in charge.
Okay, so even though there's a big guy,
and he's the obvious guy, and you're drawn to him. But half a look at that, you go, no, it's the guy it's the smaller guy who's standing near him who's giving the orders.
okay, so that's the guy I'm going to take a bead at. It.
Okay, right. You taking a bead or taking a shot?
I'm taking the shot.
Okay,
I'll
right.
drop him there and then.
So, what did we say? We said you were at about 60 yards. I reckon you're probably out at about 80 now. Because they are now up at the top of the.
That's still only a -2 for me.
That's fine. And they are going to get a +2 for cover.
And I'm going to get a +2 for inspiration.
Yeah.
So I'm taking a -2 total in my shot.
How many dice is that?
10 die.
Go on him.
6.
Okay, and you are firing at him, and his defense is only. Oh shit. Okay,
Come on,
right.
bitch. Take a hole through your back, through your chest, and drop.
Yeah, you do. You drop him. You absolutely drop him. Unless I drop, I've got. Right, I have 1 style for this guy. So I am going to roll 1 dice.
Oh. The other guy steps in
right.
front.
No. You hit him, and you damn near put him down, but not quite. He hits the deck, but you're not 100% sure that was a kill shot. But you definitely.
If it wasn't, it was close.
Either way, I would mutter under my breath, loud enough to be heard. Cheers, Ben.
Yeah. Ben spotted the big guy, and that was why you ended up looking at the guy that was in charge. Okay, Frederick, who are you firing at?
Closest guy.
Okay, closest guy is the guy scrambling up the slope away from you. He's a big, hefty guy, quite tall, bald-headed. His hat's now lying. His hat's abandoned where he dived behind the boulder, where you nearly nailed him last time. And he's just sprinting as the gunfire starts down the hill towards you. He's firing. He's just charging up the hill away from you. Fire away.
What range is he at?
He is. I would say he's at about 20 yards.
So 8
20
dice,
yards, 30 yards. Yeah. Go for it with 8 dice.
Right. Can I throw 2 style points in?
You can. That'll buy you 2 extra dice. So you're up to 10 dice.
Right. Let's see what 10 dice gets me then. 6 successes.
Oh, that is. Yeah, that is enough to put a bullet in. You definitely put a bullet in him. You can hear this loud as you do it, and he scrambles up the last kind of bit of the slope and dives behind the same boulders as the rest of them. Okay.
Same as me, Frederick. You hit them fucking hard, and they still won't stay down the bath.
Oh, that was 6 shots, but he got 4 bonus die to his defence because all he's doing is hightailing it out and zigzagging up the hill. So, you know, managing to hit him at all was a bonus. You hit him pretty damn hard. He ain't going to be doing anything next round, other than possibly running. Okay, which leaves us with Doc.
Well, I've just made it back round the back to where the horses were.
Yeah.
The back of the wagon with a pistol out. Can I see a bit of shoot out, or have they all dived now?
You can get a shot off. It is, you're looking
at... It's a long way, but...
It's 80 yards.
80 now?
80 yards. They've come right
up
the bank.
-6. -6 and +2.
No, it's not. It's -8 and +2.
8?
Yeah, it's 2 dice, 4 dice, 8 dice. Long range is 8 dice, not 6 dice. It's a double increment each time.
So 2 dice takes us from 20 to 40, and 4 dice takes us... That's only 6 dice.
No. 2 dice takes us from 20 to 40. Yeah. 40 to 80 is 4 dice.
Yes, that's 6 dice.
80 plus is 8 dice.
Oh, they're 80 plus? You said they were 80. I thought they meant they were 80 away, not 100, not over 80. All right.
Hang on.
How far away are they?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, at 80, the Peacemaker is, you're just with it. All right, go on. I'll give you it. They are just, they're about 79.5 yards.
80 yards away, but 81 within 2 5.
Yeah.
No, so take 6 off and put 2 on. So it's only 4 off.
Why 6? Oh, yeah, because they got cover. Yes.
Is that the way it works then? So if they hit the limit for each one, it's a -2.
It's a -2. So with a Peacemaker, so that if they're under the first number, then no penalty. Between the first number and the second number is 2 dice.
-2.
Between the second number and the third number is 4, and above the fourth number, a fourth number and above is 8 dice.
Yeah, so 6 dice. Are they in the cover as well, did you say?
They are. That's what. No, hang on. So you're on 4 dice for the range. At 80 yards. No. Where do you get? No, this is right. Charlie.
It's not cumulative. It's not cumulative. So that's 4 dice. Right, fine.
Yeah, it's 4 dice for the range, and then it's
2 dice for the cover.
2 dice for the cover.
And 2 dice bonus.
And 2 dice bonus. So you're on -4. So you're at 5 dice.
Yep. So I've got 3.
-6 plus 4.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to wing one.
You say you're on 3, so how are you rolling 5?
No, I started with 9.
Started with 9, down to 5. He got 3.
3.
Okay. 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 Yeah, you managed to wing one. So 3 of them get to shoot back. Actually, 2 of them get to shoot back because one of them, I think, is stunned. Yeah, one of them is stunned. The one that Emil shot is stunned and is out of the way. So,
cool.
2 of them get to shoot. 1. Oh, my life. Okay. A technicality, I imagine. But, Simon, do you want to roll Frederick's defence for 2 dice incoming?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You're just not where they're shooting. It might be, possibly, that the sun glinting off the water is getting in their eyes or something.
I actually have a better idea. It's a bit like Kurt Russell out of Tombstone. He's just walking up and they're just flying around him but just not hitting him.
Okay. Okay. They are at the top of the bank and they are braking and running. At this point,
2 of them are.
I'm going to say...
you said one was probably stunned.
Stunned, right? Stunned means that they can move, but they can't act.
Right.
So if you take as much damage as your body rating or more, then you are stunned for that round. If you take as much as your body rating times 2, I think you're unconscious. I'd need to do a quick double check because it doesn't happen very often. Or if it does, it's more the fact that you've taken enough to go to end up on negative health that's the worry. So yeah, they are breaking and running. I am gonna say Frederick can't shoot, and once they're on the top of the bank and dodging through the underbrush and through the boulders, Frederick just can't get shot off at them. Emil is going to have to reload. So yeah, Doc or Ben could possibly get a shot off at, but I will point out they're now at plus 80 yards, and they're going to get a plus 4 bonus.
They're going to have three to shoot with, so it's not worth it.
Yeah.
And of less. So,
even seeing I mean, 2 of their guys now have literally one shot hit the deck. I believe
fairly
that the
confident.
leader is. I know that the leader we're not sure on, but the other guy, he's gone. Absolutely gone. But 2 guys have absolutely hit the deck with 2 shots. Wouldn't that discourage their retreat some?
Well, they know they're getting out of range, and all the guns are empty now because they must.
Well, they're
shots
not.
At least
I fired 2 shots, and 2 guys have hit the floor.
You did, but they've not got that many shots left.
I reckon they fired all 6 shots now because it's been 7 rounds. Because I reloaded 1 round or 2 rounds.
Yeah,
I fired 2 shots. So
not all of them fired every round. Not all of them fired every round.
Okay.
You see the big guy. The big guy half carries the leader, and he's stumbling off through the rock field, half carrying him. There are 3 other guys with them. You're fairly sure there's 1 guy up in the some of the bottom rope in some of the bottom rocks that that Frederick managed that Emil managed to drill.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, Louis. I've done a guts roll.
Yeah.
I've managed to, after the confidence of dropping the leader, and seeing it picked up and being dragged away, thinking, "You chicken shit motherfucker." I've literally ejected the round that I shot him with and placed a new one back in the chamber. Yeah. And I'm ready to fire next round.
Next round, I think they are going to be too far away. It's going to be too difficult to hit them.
You reckon? Bearing in mind that
they're dodging through a boulder field.
Yeah, but you've said they're basically making about 20 yards per turn. So my 80, my next step is 160.
That's true. That is true. But they are getting deeper and deeper into cover.
But if I take the bus out, I don't give a fuck. But I'm gonna get a shot on him before he disappears. I'm adamant.
All right, you get 1 shot on him before he disappears.
And I've got a good chance that if I might miss him, I might still get the big guy.
So you're on. What are you on?
Well, if it's under 160, I'm on -2.
No, you're on -4, surely.
No, 40, 80, 160. Under 40 is normal.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want to check it.
Hang on. Under 40 is normal.
Under 80 is 2 dice.
Yeah, it is
under 160 is 4 dice.
Yeah, it is -4.
Plus, I'm going to say it's now 4 dice of cover because there's just so many boulders between you and them.
Inspired.
So +8 for inspiring, -6. Sorry, +8 for movement and cover.
Yeah.
-8
for movement and cover. So you're on -6 dice to shoot.
So I'm still on 6.
Well, do it.
Go on.
3.
Oh, you son of a bitch. I think you managed to... Oh! Right, hang on a sec. Do you?
And he's used his only thingy point.
I don't think you do. I don't think you do. So his standard defense is 4 plus 4 dice because he is taking total attack. Gives him 4 of defense.
Doesn't that affect my shot rather than his defense?
No.
So it can't work twice.
Can. It can. He's in cover and he's dodging and weaving.
Well,
But I
he's
still
been
hit him. That affects my ability to hit him, doesn't it? It can't affect his defense as well.
Yeah, it can.
It's either one or the other.
It can. It can. When you are up close through and you've got a couple of boulders between, then it's... But you're catching like occasional sights of him, which is making your shot difficult. And additionally, he's weaving. He gets his defense and he gets...
Isn't he hampered by being carried by the big BI?
Well, the way I understood it is that the value given to his movement, his defense, and his range affects his base defense. That's it. So he can't add that again after I've successfully hit him.
Cover comes off your ability to shoot.
Yep.
Total attack is added to his defense. I wasn't doing it close up when they were scrambling up through the boulders because at the point where they were running, they were trying to run from one piece of cover to another. They weren't behind a boulder. When they were poking out from a boulder and firing, they weren't getting total defense because they were taking action. So they were getting a +2 because they were trying to jump out from behind a boulder and shoot you.
But he wouldn't get passive because he was being carried, would he?
He's still running.
He's not. He's being carried.
He's being half carried.
He was stunned last round, which in game mechanic terms, there's a difference between flavour and mechanics.
Yep.
Okay, so in game mechanics terms, he can't take an action last round, he can this round. And this round, his action is total defence.
So last shot, I literally drop him to the floor and only his style point saved him.
Yeah.
So this time, I had a hugely disadvantaged hit.
Yeah.
Still hit, and I still done nothing.
No, you didn't hit. His defence was 4, which means you don't hit.
So even with the penalties, his defence was still 4.
Which penalties?
Range, movement.
No. Your roll to hit took cover and range into account. Yeah, that's why you rolled 6 dice. 5 dice? 2, 4, 6 dice.
6.
Yeah? So you rolled 6 dice because of range and cover. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. He gets active defence, which would give him 4 dice to roll against. And on top of that, he takes his action is used doing total defence, which gives him another 4 dice to his defence. To simplify things, I always take the average for their defence rather than rolling, which means that his defence roll comes up as 4, your attack roll came up as 3, which means you missed him.
Yeah. I'm only arguing that his defence should be lower because he was in control of his body, but you're cool at the end of the day.
Move on, and we'll go through it later. Okay.
Yeah. No. Agreed.
And I'm happy to go. I'm happy to go with that, and I'll run you through it. I'm pretty confident with what I've done. It also does suit me not for him to die. I will be honest, but no, if you'd made the shot, I would have had to abandon him, and he gets the total. He definitely gets the total defence.
That's fine. You're GM at the end of the day, and I understand that. You
drove them off. You've wounded them. One of them is scrubbed up on the slopes.
Couple of winged.
Oh yeah, a couple of them are definitely winged. They're not going to be happy to see you again. They may well decide they definitely don't want to see you again.
The horses are inspired. They're doing well.
Yeah. All right. Can we take a quick couple of minute break? I want to grab myself another drink. and then we'll. I don't think we're going to get as far.
To be honest, Louis, I'm happy to call it now if you are, mate.
Give it. Let's take a quick 5 minutes. We'll do maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes when I get back, and I just want to get beyond this so that you've got a vague idea of what's happening next, and so that I've got a vague idea what to prepare for a fortnight.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I will. I'll be back in a sec.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all right.
Right.
Yeah.
Hang on. Yeah.
Did you have a good night?
Is it on mute?
It's on mute and screen lock. Oh, right. I've got about 2 minutes. Should have taken us about an hour. Sorry, shall I put that on? I'm sure I'll find somewhere. Oh my. No, that's fine. Right, I need to get back to it. I will see you in about 20 minutes, half hour. If you're still awake. Right. And I'm back in the room.
Hola.
Hey. Oh.
I'm feeling hard done by.
I know. Seriously though, I think I ran that. I genuinely, I think I ran that by the rules. If anything,
It just, for me, it just appears to be double hard done by.
let me run you. I will run you through it step by step some point soon.
I'm going to review the rules
and we'll go through it because yeah. But right, waiting on Ollie, and then that took a lot longer than I thought it was going to run that first bit. So, mind you, that's
Charlie's
partly.
back. Just need Ollie.
Ollie! He's not gonna hear you.
Well, we can't hear him. That doesn't mean he can't hear us.
Fair point.
And as much as I feel tired and you look tired, Ollie, have a look at Simon. Simon looks very tired.
I'm all right.
Hey.
Simon and I have tickets for Mr. B in a couple of weeks' time, which will be a lot of fun.
Where?
I keep seeing a lot of your posts on Facebook about Mr. B.
Simon has always, I think, been more of a fan of Mr. B than of Professor Elemental. Would
In
that
fact,
be
that's your main one, Professor Elemental. Yeah.
would that be a fair statement, Simon?
Yes. I was a fan of Mr. B before I was of the Professor.
Yeah. Where I think I prefer the Professor, but as much as I hate to say it, I think Mr. B is a better live act. I think the Professor's better on album than he is live, although I still really like him live. Mr. B, I think, is better live than on album, although I like his albums as well. So, yeah.
I've only ever been to one live music concert festival type thing.
What? Wow.
And that was back in 1986. And the only live concert I've ever been to.
His mum took him.
I was going to say.
And if you're going to say that you've only ever been to one concert, this is the one to say it. Queen in Wembley, 86.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay. Yeah, no, that would have been a hell of a gig.
My old man took me to it, and I was like, whoa.
Close.
I mean, my
again.
missus has been to Black Eyed Peas, which were backed by Cheryl Cole and whatever else, but I can still say I went in Wembley 86. Come on.
Queen Wembley 86 is...
Even now, 20 years later, that still holds more.
That's an epic gig. Anyway, right.
Where were we?
20 years later, where have you been?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Well, when she went to Black Eyed Peas, it was about the
32.
right era.
Yeah, man. Anyway, right, so the gun smoke clears. Emil's last shot rings out. And unfortunately...
Did I put a hole in his hat?
Nope. He
What?
was there.
Laugh.
You fired. He ducked. It should have. It was a difficult shot. It was a really, truly, epically difficult shot. If you'd nailed him at that range, that would have been legendary. So, or not at that range, but in those circumstances, that would have been ridiculous. So, you guys are up on the well. Frederick is down at the bottom of the riverbank. You guys are up with the wagon. There are two guys, one of whom is well, actually both of whom are pretty much unconscious at the moment, lying in the back of the wagon.
So I know categorically I've dropped one.
Yeah.
And I know that the one I believe to be the leader is seriously hurt, which is why I think they're retreating. So I'm going to shout out to Frederick, get in the wagon now. We need to get away while we have the chance.
Frederick knows you dropped one of them. In fact, you can probably see a boot sticking out from a rock from where you are.
In which case, I'm going to go and investigate the dead body.
What?
I'm
Okay.
putting the pistol away and hopping back in the wagon.
I want to see who we put down.
Yeah, I'm jumping in the back of the wagon, and I'm going to say, let's go.
Who's driving it then?
we were just
If no one's going to drive it, I'm going to move to the driver's position.
I'm
Okay.
hopping in the back to look after the people.
Ollie,
Right.
what are you doing?
Ben would probably be just shouting at Frederick to get his ass back here.
Are you going to put the horses back on the back of the wagon? Or?
And yeah, put the horse in the back of the wagon.
Okay. Without the gunshot and with your animal affinity, you can just move the horses, especially if you do them one at a time or two at a time.
Yeah.
Doc, if you've got enough time to look at these guys before the wagon starts moving, that will make you. Well, it depends on how quickly Emil.
Well, and Frederick.
Yeah,
he's on the other side looking at the bodies at the moment.
So if you can convince Emil to wait for Frederick, you've got a chance to look at these guys and treat them a bit without bouncing around in the back of the wagon.
I can slow him down because I can shout to Frederick, "Have you got any wounded or are they all dead?" And he'll check them all. That would waste some time. Right.
Let me do a roll very quickly. In fact, I'll tell you what. This is, I think, is the fairest way to do it. I'm going to do an empathy roll. A 1 or a 2, I'm going to wait for Doc. If I roll a 0, a 1 or a 2, I'm going to wait for Frederick. So I've only got 2 die.
Okay.
If I get a 0,
basically, if you botch it,
the horses are going and we're leaving them behind. Is that fair enough?
I don't think you'd do it.
I'm waiting for Frederick.
Exactly.
Okay.
I couldn't say fairer than that. That's
I'm going to let you guys. I'm going to let you guys talk that one out offline. Okay, so Doc, make me a medicine roll.
Oh, here we go. 3.
Okay. Check the notes.
Could have been better.
It could have been better. On that many dice, it should have been better.
If he was inspired, fucking hell. Come on, Ben.
Not an attack.
He's moving horses.
I got told that was on attacks only when I tried to do it before.
Is that what it says?
Okay. So, which one were you doing that on to start with? The driver. Okay.
Ex-driver.
Right. He is... Okay, so on that roll, he will get better, but he comes to quite quickly. You manage to cool him down and, I don't know, pour some snake oil you've got down his throat or something.
Tonic.
Whatever. Doc Davidson's cure-all tonic.
Go on.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to to wake him up, and he comes to with a bit of a start. He's still really weak, but now I need to make
his first words are, "That tastes like shit." What was it? No. Must be good.
Well, son, it's
two parts horse piss, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's a little bit salty.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you he comes round with a bit of a start and looks around and says, You a doctor?
I'm a doctor.
Jude, is Jude okay?
I'm just getting to him next. I'm making sure you're okay first.
Okay, he kind of tries to roll over and help you.
Push his shoulders back down.
Yeah, probably for the best. Okay, the man he called Jude is definitely not quite so good. So make me a medicine roll for him.
Oh dear, this is going to be good.
You do want this one to go well.
5.
You got 5. Okay, that is definitely better. Okay. Let me double check this.
It gets the full tablespoon.
That D4, Louis, was how many turns I would have waited for Frederick to come back.
How many turns?
Maximum amount of time.
Okay. Okay. You're pretty sure you've stabilised him within like 10 minutes of spooning your elixir down his throat. He's breathing better. He's not sweating quite so hard, but he's still pretty ropey. But you manage to calm him down and
back to the right colour.
Definitely get back to the right colour. Okay, at the bottom of the slope, Frederick is doing what?
He's checking the dead body, basically. He's looking for any kind of identifying marks or clothing or anything like that, see if he can identify where this person came from. I want to call looting him for cash and bullets.
To show my drink?
Hello, Dad's friends.
Is that like branding or something? Not allowed to show it.
Right.
I had like an idea of what.
How's D&D?
Good.
It's not D&D, that's Conan.
Oh!
Hello.
Right, so
It's
you
not Conan either.
walk over to the body. Let me find details of. Okay, yeah, the guy's fairly unwashed, fairly unshaved. He's not actually got a beard. He's just definitely not seen a razor for a little while. Looks a little bit like Ollie.
Are you laughing?
He hasn't had a razor for a while. So
What are
that's
you
why.
laughing at?
Doug, can you
What are you
mute?
laughing at?
Doug,
Can you mute?
No, tell me.
can you mute Doug?
I'm muted, Doug.
Can
It's
you
only for
mute?
me.
Can you mute? So she obviously didn't want you to hear what.
No.
she was saying.
I've been saying, can you mute? Because we can't play because they're talking over us.
Oh, apologies. Shush! Go away!
Okay, so yeah, so the guy's obviously, you know, he's got a couple of days of stubble. He's got a Colt, kind of 1860 Colt army pistol with him. Black waistcoat, grubby shirt, probably used to be white, you're not quite sure. Fairly old boots. Interestingly, if you go through and you loot him for cash, you find, and I should have done my research, you find a very small amount of gold in a little pouch in his waistcoat.
Okay.
Small little bag with like a little bit of gold dust in it. There isn't anything immediately on him which would give you a name, or, you know, he's not got a driver's license or passport with him. So yeah, there's nothing immediately obvious.
Okay.
Make me actually, you know what, I'm not, because you are a bounty hunter, so you're not aware of any bounty on him. There might be some, in which case coming back with a body would probably not be a bad thing. And it's possible that if you go to the nearest town, they would know who he was.
Okay. I'll basically make my way down to the wagon and chuck him in the back of the wagon.
Okay, yeah. Get
We'll
him
move
up
the
on
live
you.
ones over a bit.
Yeah. Okay. As you throw him in the back of the wagon, Jude's kind of not Jude. The other guy who has introduced himself as Fayette. Yeah.
His first name's Laff, is it?
Fayette Richardson. And the other guy you're treating is his brother Jude. And he glances over as Frederick throws the body into the back. his eyes initially linger on the scars on Frederick's face, and then they cross down to the body of the dead gunman, and he says, "My God, that's D. Harriet. It's one of the Harriet boys. They got the claim next to ours up in the hills."
Okay, so we now.
It's good to know.
Yeah. So I'll get him. I'll see. Do you think he could make some sort of mark on a map for me?
What, to show you where the claim is?
Yeah.
I'll show you where the Harriet boys come from.
He says, "Yeah, I can show you where the claims are."
As I dropped one of them, killing one more should give us the claim.
Sorry, there's
Actually,
six.
I'd like
Sorry.
to go and try and find out why they shot at us.
Well, if they're brothers, you only get to get the answer from one, because I certainly dropped one of them.
It don't know how many are brothers. It just says one of the brothers. It doesn't say how many.
Yeah, there could be more than one brother amongst them. So let's get these gentlemen back to town, so
Yeah.
the doc can get them back on their feet.
Okay.
What's up?
And then I suggest we go and visit these brothers.
Okay.
What's that
So-
dealt with them, Doc?
I reckon they got mild cyanide poisoning from the gold digging.
Cyanide.
It's definitely cyanide poisoning. But whether or not it's from the gold digging,
I don't know. Well, that's what I'd assume because you use cyanide to get gold out of other minerals. Yeah, good.
okay.
How many brothers are there?
That makes sense. So, as you guys roll in, as because we were talking about finishing about now anyway. So the camera kind of pans up, and you see the wagon cresting the hills. Off in the distance, you can see this. You can see the railroad track. You can see the tiny little settlement that's next to it. It's going to take you about an hour to get there, and Fayette's saying, "Yeah, there's 6 of them." Well, and he looks down at the body. He says, "Well, 5 of them now, I'm guessing."
5 and 3 halves.
Well, I can tell you now that guy who seemed to be the leader is certainly worse for wear.
That'd be Winford.
Well,
He's,
whatever his name is, he's only alive due to that big guy.
that'd be Cordell. He's huge, but occasionally we got him in to help with some bits and pieces. But you say they were shooting at you. I don't understand why.
Well, whoever you say the leader's name was, Winford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Winford.
He hit the deck hard, and I think it was only because of that big guy that he's still alive now.
What about the other 3? There's Uriah, there's Hollis and Lloyd, big bald guy.
Guys, anyone claim a hit on any of the others?
Winged couple. Don't know.
Winged a couple.
Frederick's fairly sure that you put a shot into Lloyd as he was he was running up the bank.
So we're fairly sure we've done significant damage to them all. And recently, the only people who have engaged against us have been members of the Black Ribbon Band.
None of these guys was wearing a black bandana.
Okay. So I think Doc asked exactly
Maybe
the
the
right question.
espionage branch.
why are they shooting
Yeah.
at that wagon?
Yeah.
Perfectly the right question.
And on that, we will, as Fayette kind of shrugs and just says, "I don't know."
When did they get ill? That's what the main thing.
Okay, I'm going to camera fade to black.
Yeah.
I will say they got ill a day or two back.
Yeah.
And Jude got it
Old
bad.
West Tavern, please.
Fayette thought he could get them to town and try and get them to a doctor, but the wagon got stuck in the river, and he just didn't have the strength to get it out, and he was pretty much unconscious by the time you guys turned up.
Yeah.
So we'll start next week with you guys heading into town.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah, next session, and I will go offline. All right, so if you've been watching this, it took a bit longer than I thought it was going to, but hopefully you enjoyed it.
Happy trails.
Happy trails.